And welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Backups Backup.
Dude,
Jacob's having a great afternoon. I'm Chase Jacob.
dude, I'm about to take these headphones and stretch it like it's a phone book, and I'm that what those one people that would come like to your schools and bend a metal pan and roll it into one little thing, and be in like one of those wrestler onesies that doesn't fit me anymore, and just be definitely severely overweight.
So if it wasn't clear to everybody listening, Jacob he's right on the border of having a full on autistic spaz on camera.
It's there's you see I always have these headphones on, okay? And they click like most. I'm trying to show you by moving the microphone away. I don't know how that's helpful.
Into length.
Yes, you can these extend. Okay, I don't know if it's getting old. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. They don't lock. There's not a lock, but it keeps. I feel like every time I breathe, my head expands because it unclicks by one, and then it feels wrong and it fits weird, and I'm tweaking, bro.
See, guys, literally full on autistic spaz,
Oh
and it's okay.
God.
He's gonna be all right because
Hi, by the way.
I have decided to start off with an old fashioned warm up.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
used to do this
I
a
need
long
to
time
hydrate.
ago.
I'm so frustrated.
Perfect. This one will be a formal question I'm asking to Jacob, but I'm also formally asking the audience this question.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Do we, as a people, throw away our batteries? Like I'm talking about AA, AAA, D batteries. Like you're not supposed to,
You're not supposed to?
but but do you guys?
How are you? What are you supposed to do with them?
I don't know.
Put them in the dirt and hope new batteries grow.
I allegedly throw them away.
Oh, me all allegedly. Then my
So,
first response.
What does everyone else do? What are you
Allegedly.
supposed to do? Clip that.
What are you actually supposed to do? Don't clip that. It was alleged. Disclaimer.
Jacob,
There's nothing to clip.
I don't know. I really don't know. I've been told before, and I remember it not making much sense because I think they're worried about a miniature explosion or like a fire in the garbage.
From dead batteries?
Like in the garbage. Yeah.
How? They're dead. I zapped
Maybe
them,
they
bro.
got a little bit of juice left. I don't know.
I put them in that damn Roku remote, and they zapped them dry. I
Yeah,
feel
they
like Roku
zapped them
remotes
dry.
specifically murder batteries.
Dude, the baby mobile, the thing that spins, that
Oh,
sucks battery
I'm
like you
sure.
wouldn't believe. Man.
Ah.
That
Put on
thing
the
eats
list of
double.
things that suck like you wouldn't believe.
So, I have some crazy things to talk about today.
Oh my god.
One of them happened either man, did I forget to talk about this either happened hours after. Yes, it happened about 12 hours after our last podcast. So it's been almost
Oh
as
my
long as
goodness.
possible.
It does really feel like I haven't talked to you in so long, even though it's been 7 days.
I know, it feels terrible. And also, before I get into that, I had a kickball tournament yesterday, as I texted
Yes, you
Jacob
did.
about kickball season.
Mm-hmm.
We will update on you on that, see what happens here in the next couple weeks. But
Yeah, we'll update on you.
we'll update all over you, I swear.
Oh,
And we went to a tournament in PA, which is a state away from us,
Oh,
so we didn't know any.
wow.
Well, one of the players knew some people. It was like in his hometown or something.
okay.
There was about 8 or 9 other teams. Undefeated run.
No, you?
Yeah.
No
So,
way.
It's not the team I play within our league. It's sort of like the quote unquote all stars for the league.
Okay.
Like we made a team to go to the other tournaments, and our team name is our kickball league name. So it's basically like saying NFL. Like
yeah.
yeah.
So the players that were picked for the All-Star team were all picked from the same team or from different teams?
From different teams throughout our league.
Okay, and then that okay. So that league
was-
put together the All-Stars.
It was
And
so
apparently-
different.
Shredded?
I mean,
how
because
different?
the pressure on me alone and like my cousin was playing on the team, like I could feel the pressure on our individual performances were way down. Because if we make an error, literally everybody else is good.
Yes.
It's not like I imagine if I ever made it on a school sports team, that's probably what it felt like. Like a high school sports, like full like basketball or baseball or
Yes.
something. Or I don't know about football because there's so many people, but like I went from a fair C League basketball draft in middle school to the high school varsity. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
insane. Did it also kind of make you more confident in a way?
Yeah. It made me feel like we were trying as hard and at least not a lot worse than we thought we were. So
Okay.
it like when I say like we have to try really hard during our kickball games, and then we went to the other tournaments and won. If we tried
Yeah.
really hard during our kickball games, went to the other tournaments and got wiped. See the difference there? So it felt good. It felt good.
That's crazy.
It will
That's
be
so
the
sick.
team that we potentially take to the tournament in Auburn. So,
Oh.
but here is the bad news. Last play of the game. I went to do a classic slide into third base after I
no, tell me.
RBI'd two people. Landed just full on, just put my weight directly on my kneecap. I think I'm doing fine, but I don't know yet. Honestly, I have no idea.
Was it the knee that's already not been treating you too well?
Yeah.
Good.
It was basically, instead of the sand just taking me and letting me slide, which I had already done once in the tournament, and it's fine. It was fine. I guess that spot was super hard. One of my teammates used the term slide cancel, like Call of Duty, is what I
Yes.
looked like in real life.
That's hilarious. No video?
That's what I was going to tell you. The good
Oh
news
my
is for you,
God.
Jacob, there is a 1-minute montage of the tournament this weekend. Most of
Yes.
them are funny. The last
Uh-huh.
video on the montage, the last 1 second, because it ends with that last kick, the last single second of the video, you see me do this weird almost slide, and then the video cuts and I'm out of frame. So I will
Yes.
show you that after the
Okay.
podcast.
Oh my
And
God, I'm so
if
pumped.
you can get a zoomed in freeze frame,
Yeah.
that would be hilarious. Okay.
Okay. If
That'd
we
be-
can remember, we should post it on socials when this episode comes out.
Yeah, just me like weirdly sliding, trying to stop.
Yeah. It'll just be
Unreal.
like, if you know, you know, and it'll be for
And-
everyone who's listening.
It made me feel a lot dumber because I did jog, like very lightly jog from first to second. Did the same. I'm realizing from second, I can make it to third, and this is an
I
important
see.
one for me to do. So then I picked it up and then decided I can't get out. Let me slide instead of running the whole time.
Yeah.
And being fine.
Classic.
So-
Especially if it worked for you the first time and you're like, I'll just do that same thing again.
Yeah, classic. It's what I do.
No, you won't.
It's what I do.
And now your knee that was already, let's just say, limping.
yeah, I'll give it a few
trying to
days.
survive.
See how it's going. It's wrapped up right now. Got some ice going. Whatever.
I did the classic wake up and see 4 new bruises on my leg, being like, "What?"
Oh man, Jacob, that's old guy territory.
I know that hit me today. Normally, I'll see it, and then I'll be like, "Where the?" Oh, and then a memory will flood into me slamming my leg on something and being
Yeah,
like,
you're like,
"Okay, it checks
Maybe it
out."
was the bed, the couch, or the kitchen cabinets.
Yeah, or my dog getting too excited because he ate all of his
it's
food and
spinning.
yeah, and he has the just freshly pooped energy where he just needs to get it out. You know,
That's an unbeatable energy right there.
That's true. I wish I could feel that because it's the level of excitement where he's like, I don't know what we're going to do. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it fast. Yeah, let's go. Like that.
Yeah, I wish I could
I
feel
wanna feel
that.
that.
Oh, I do want to say one more thing before we move on. Actually,
Okay.
I almost forgot. Oh wait, 2 more things. One
Okay.
thing, the entire video, I think, except for the last bit that I will send you after the minute montage or whatever, was
Mhm.
shot on my teammates' meta glasses.
What?
Yeah, so one of my teammates and then like our team captain, I think we're both wearing meta glasses, recording.
Well, how does that even, does it have good
POV.
quality?
I mean, honestly, it's impressive for
Really?
being a pair of sunglasses. It is very impressive.
Okay, I don't think I've seen actual meta glasses footage before. Or at least if I have, I didn't know.
Yeah. So you'll see that. And then the other thing was, this is funny because going back to like, some of the players I knew, but the other ones were kind of just meeting each
Mhm.
other. There's this
Just
one
keep flexing
guy.
about how many friends you have, Chase. Okay, I get it.
Well, I'm starting to make. I don't know all their names yet. I'm trying, but
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's this one guy who I believe I referred to in way earlier episodes. He's got like 30 pounds on me, probably an inch
Okay.
taller. He's fast. He's giant. He can kick far. He can jump balls. I don't know if you remember me talking. I think I called him Hercules at one time.
Brother.
He was on the team. Okay. I'm not going to say his name. I found out he played 3 years of D1 football at Villanova. What? And then I also found out he had tied the NCAA record for either most blocked field goals or most blocked extra points or something in a single season.
What?
Yeah,
is happening?
He just mentioned that, and I just started laughing. Like I was like, "What?"
Of course, that's ridiculous.
I said, "That is so sick," and he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool," but he's like, "But you know,
here I am playing.
Here I am.
C tier level kickball.
Kickball. Yep." And then so that exact guy, there was one point in one of our games. He was on first, so he's behind me. I was on second base, and it was a you have to score scenario. And he's way faster than me. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
And he, we don't know each other very well, but he knows he's faster than me probably. So I remember our first base coach, who was behind him, says, "Chase, whatever happens, you gotta run." It was like, there's no, you gotta run. I was like, yeah. And then he's like, "Cause so and so's coming." Like that's what they said. And then I started giggling, and everyone else on the field that wasn't on my team, because they knew how fat, like they knew how athletic he was. It's very easy to see. They were like laughing. They were like, "Yeah, I know." So, teammate kicks the ball. I blindly run as fast as I can. Do exactly what I'm told. Not even sure where the ball's at. Round third, going home. I said, if he's running behind me, there's no doubt in my mind he's taking third base. I'm going all the way home. So this was the other time that I slid. Okay. I was giving it all I got. And while I was running to home, the guy on the opposite team was pinching me with the ball. He was coming, up first base line, going to throw the ball at me. So I went dive or slide, in my head. Slide. Mm-hmm. Just I don't know where I was at. So I slid, and then all I remember, cloud of dust, I took a kickball to the dome. And I had my hat on, and my head stayed up, and it just went boom and shot like I just ate it. It just completely bouldered off my head straight up in the air. And then a bunch of people started arguing, and then that guy, I didn't know, but he did score after me. I had no idea in the moment. And then everyone argued over if I scored or not for like 3 minutes.
That had to have been great.
It was, because I couldn't even put in. Yeah. I had no idea. I didn't know where my legs were at.
You knew your forehead hurt.
I took a kickball to the dome and then came out of the dust. I had no clue.
Oh my God.
And then and then they eventually let it go, and we won. But whenever we were getting the guy, the really fast guy, it was like, "I can't believe you actually did it. Like, you ran." I was like, "I told you I was going to try."
They can't underestimate my boy.
I think he couldn't believe that he didn't catch me.
Okay. That
like
makes
that kind of thing. And he was really close, because I'm assuming, because I didn't know when he crossed the plate, it was like
he must have been.
It was like he was one step behind me.
Like, the impact you took to the forehead was the step he was taking behind you.
That's
to get
exactly what I was picturing. But
that must have been what it was.
I thought you'd like that detail.
Yeah, that's.
I gave it all I had. He may have held back, and we got there at the same time.
He definitely was like, "Okay, I'll give him a few seconds." Oh well, yeah, you got it.
He was like, "I can't believe you did that." He was like, "Yeah."
He's just pure. Does he look like jacked to the gills too?
Jacob, if I stand like this in real life, if I stand next to you, this is my biggest area. If I stand, my thickness, my depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He, no joke, could add 2 inches easily to my overall depth, plus an inch, plus 30 pounds
of just raw muscle.
He's giant. It's so funny. I would love to act like I'm tougher than him when I get to know him better, but we're not there yet.
you fake threats whenever you get to see him. It's like,
just push him. Just push him for no reason. That's what I really want to do.
Knowing that he could just grab you by the forehead and push you into the ground.
Yeah, it's the best.
Like that. So I also have a collection of things to talk about. My first collection is talking about my week from hell.
Oh, Jacob, my friend, you have too many of those.
Yeah, so you say what you want to say about
I care about your life, man. You got too many of those.
As you know, I recently had to take a work trip to Ohio.
Yep.
If you guys want to see the pictures,
that was pretty funny.
Go to my gram.
By the way, did you agree with me?
Yes. No. After you. So
right?
after I. Okay. Are you talking about the bathroom?
Sorry.
Thing, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, I posted a TikTok. So actually, I accidentally did a good thing. I posted a TikTok and an Instagram thing, both different things about my experience and going outing. So
you got to look at them both.
Out. I'm an attention whore. Okay, so in this bathroom, that we were going. Super cool hotel. I'm very lucky. I still technically work for like a startup. I don't know how they afforded this or if they got like a crazy good deal or whatever. But in this bathroom, it was a museum inspired art museum hotel thing. So there's a bunch of art.
Sounds very expensive to me, like right off the dome.
I was so terrified because every time I saw something, I'd go, oh, Em would love this. So I took as many pictures as I could to send to her.
Of course.
Because we both know we're never going to experience it together in person because I can't afford that. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm doubling down on your assumption there. I would assume the same thing.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. What Chase is referring to is in the bathroom. I made a TikTok about there are tiles, as you would expect in any bathroom, but the occasional tile would be a molded part of a body.
It's like they
3D.
Yeah. You know what it really looked like? Instead of a white tile, it was like a white balloon, and they were pushing the shape through it. That's what it looked like.
Yes. On the other side. Yes, exactly. Remember those toys that were like the fluorescent green beads, and you'd shove your face in the glass?
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
And your friend would like tip it back over, and you'd be like, come on! Like,
yeah.
You'd be holding it like this forever and showing everybody. And they tip
exactly.
It, like, come on.
When your friend wasn't looking and you go to leave their house, you'd put a middle finger up and prop it so their parents would see when they get back and get them in trouble when you're gone. Oh, how could I? Yeah. Anyway, or it was just me. Am I an asshole friend? So the entire tiles had the first ones I saw were all from the face. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I saw an eye, pretty obvious. I saw a nose. I saw lips, and then I saw another one under the eye that I perceived to be, well, obviously the other three were facial features. Maybe this is a different type of lips. Maybe
and to be clear, it wasn't directly under the eye. It was a good grouping of tiles under the eye, but still under the eye, just so everybody can picture it.
Yes, and of course, the best way to picture it is to look and follow my TikTok. Whatever,
of course.
But, it was a collarbone, which Chase called. Right.
Yeah. I forget what your guess was, which I was like, it might be that, but man, to me, it looks like a collarbone.
It was my guess as the lips before I saw the very obvious tile that was definitely a set of Smuckers.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, for sure. Because then they also had a separate tile dedicated to just the lower half of an abdomen with a belly button.
Yeah, that one was just strange.
Yeah.
I mean, it was strange.
They had one the last one.
Yeah, the last one
was just a lump with what I could only guess was a nipple.
Yeah.
Like I got it. That's all I got for you.
Nipple in the shower.
I don't know what it could have been, or maybe an elbow with something that they should go to the doctor about. But I mean, like it was. You could have cupped the thing. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
You could. Yeah, it looked like a nipple and breast.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
But I will say, I think the drawing is what got me the collarbone. Just because of the shape. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
That's a damn
I completely
collarbone.
agree. Yeah, because you it took me a second because obviously I made that TikTok and it took a while to upload because my internet was terrible. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, dude, it's got to be like a neckline or like something like that. But as soon as it uploaded, I think you were the first comment and immediately you're like, no, that's a collarbone. And I was like, you clocked that so fast. I was sitting there in person touching it and I was like, what?
It would have been so funny if you hit one of these. You're still in the bathroom. You're like, damn it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, because I needed that because I was like, I still am not for sure. And then you confirmed it. And I was like, God. He said that so confidently. I guarantee it. Too.
I did. In my head, I was like, you know what? That's a collarbone.
Yes. So the work trip itself, in terms of work, was fine. There were. I'm not the most social. Okay, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Here's what it is.
I by no means consider myself an antisocial person. Like I'm very comfortable with Chase. The way I talk to him now here on the show is probably different from when I would talk to any viewer who I wouldn't know outside of it. If I were to ever be lucky enough to meet you, like I'm not putting on a front. I'm just on a different level of comfort with just Chasey Poo over here than I would be with other people, right?
Of course.
When I'm with other people, especially coworkers that I'm not usually I don't work with them that often. It's not that I'm antisocial. I'm just introverted, but also I don't feel the pressure to make conversation.
Yeah. You could just sit there in silence or almost silence, and it's okay.
Yes. So I am comfortable in that. Even if there's a table full of people They're having a fantastic conversation. I'm happy that they're having a great time. That makes me happy. And I by no means feel like I need to be inserted in that.
And maybe you can just listen.
Yeah. The problem with that is there's a lot of people that think that my silence is me praying that somebody will try to include me into the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I have the don't need to be a hero.
They think you're a sad boy.
Kind of mentality.
You're a sad boy.
Because we have talked about how my resting facial expressions are not the most joyous.
Sure.
Okay. Working on it. I'm not. Yeah. I forget all the time.
Don't worry about it.
But I'll just be chilling and I'll be letting people enjoy their conversation. And then they'll hit me with one of these. Where are you from? And then I'll go, oh, okay.
That's your nightmare.
Because they don't actually want to know. They just want to make me feel included. And hey, I feel included.
Yeah, they want you to know that they noticed. That's what they want.
So it was that for 3 days. It was that feeling for 3 days. Everybody was super cool. I'm lucky enough to not have any gripes with anyone. What I do is very independent. So it's very rare that I interact with a lot of people for a long time. Whatever. The point is, work side of things, that was the game we were playing. Yeah. Non-work side of things, guys, there was a pretty bad storm that hit us this week.
Oh yeah, Tuesday.
For
about 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, 30 minutes where you guys are.
30 minutes here, yeah. I believe
I would say a couple hours here.
Okay.
And then all night, town's over.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. I got it.
Picture this. Okay. We're doing work festivities late on a Tuesday night. Okay. I'm running on the treadmill in the gym. It's pretty late. I normally don't do too well. Like having a hotel room by myself, once you get past the whole this is my room, it's just a little eerie. Feels weird. Makes me uncomfortable. I don't really like it.
Just slightly unsettling.
Yeah, so I try to make myself as busy as I can to where once I'm in the room, I'm showering and I'm laying down.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit in it, or if I have to work.
You're earning your sleep a little bit, getting a little tired.
Exactly. Try to get myself tired. Exactly. So, on the treadmill, starting with a light jog. I'm really feeling good, so I'm letting myself kind of stretch my legs. I got a long gait to me. So I got to stride my stride. You hit your stride
a little bit.
Yeah. I see a little doo-doo-doo. It's 11:30 at night. M texts me. For those of you who don't know, when it becomes after 10 o'clock, my wife becomes allergic to being awake and just like that falls asleep. It's nothing. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, this was an out of the blue text.
Yeah, she texts me and goes, "The ceiling in the bedroom is dripping."
Oh no. Oh
yeah.
I hope you could hear my inhale. I inhaled in the mic.
Yeah.
So this is what I would do. That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah. So after I got that text, my dumbass didn't slow down to read it. It shocked me so bad I missed a step, destroyed my knee, catching myself on a treadmill. Hey, guess what? The treadmill doesn't know what's going on. It's still gonna go because it says go.
And Jacob didn't wear the clip.
No. What? Oh, come on, look at me. So now, while I'm 4+ hours away, almost 5 hours away from my lovely but doesn't want to deal with it wife, we have to facilitate I have to walk her through how to go to the attic and where the drip could be coming from, the area. If it's in the bedroom, ask her to try to send me a video to see where it could be coming from. If she could find the drip, all of these things. She's already annoyed and scared and freaking out because it's our roof. I can't even be there to help in person.
Asking a wife describing questions like that is a nightmare.
All it's doing is stressing her out more, which is obviously... If I could, I would snap my finger and I would just have you wait with the animals and I'd figure it out, but I can't. So then I'm I'll do everything I can do in my power over here, which is call all of the roofing places that are fucking closed because it's midnight, by the way. So we get it. We get a bucket where it needs to be. She puts a couple towels down on some areas that won't be bad if water builds to keep it from sopping through, because we're getting we have rings in our ceiling right now. Which, trust me, it's way worse for other people. It was, in fact, so bad that a couple of the roof places who got back to me the following morning said that they weren't available at this time because all of their resources were being put into other towns, entire towns.
There was a town within an hour or two of both of us that got literally completely flooded.
Like the town
Like
itself, like
the town,
the
the
water levels,
Walmart was flooded. Think about that.
it was gone.
Yeah.
The water levels were so bad that cars got totaled just sitting in a driveway.
Yeah, cars were floating down the road. So it did get pretty gnarly about 2 hours from here.
So,
Yeah.
all things being considered, could have been much worse for us. But now
However,
I have to deal with homeowners insurance, which, hey, I'd rather taste a bullet.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So we get to have all of this fun little, like, finding a contractor and him being like, oh, we can probably get you a new roof. Let me sign these papers and I'll haggle for you. And then me talking to insurance and being like, you don't have the insurance you need to cover a whole roof. Well, like, we'll consider patching the things you have. And then sometimes your insurance is like, well, I see one wet tile. So I'll replace one tile for $50.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
well, that doesn't cover my deductible. And then they might be like, yeah, but I see this whole spot. So I'll talk, like the adjuster has to go talk to the insurance about seeing if they'll cover this one area of my roof. And it's just like, hey,
Guys, what are we doing? Yeah, it's just
if we could have just run this by me before I left
yeah.
and like, hey, brother, I just wanted to let you know, just stay home, dude.
Yeah. It's the tiles aren't worth it. The cool tiles,
just
the boob in the shower, it's not
Let
worth
somebody else take a picture of the shower boob.
it. Yeah.
Call it a day.
Stay home.
But as everything and as all things, it's always the most stressful in the moment. Once we
Mhm.
developed and figured out a plan, we're now in the waiting game of all things, and we still have a house. I still
Yep.
technically have a mostly working roof, with the exception of one small part that is patched up now, thankfully. And I just can't, like, of course, the people listening that give affection, their forms of giving affection is acts of service.
Mhm.
To have something happen like that to where you physically can't do anything,
Yeah.
that might be one of my new, like, it's added on to the things I'm going to have nightmares about, for sure.
Sure. Yeah, the completely helpless feeling.
Yes. Again,
But
got it sorted.
yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good, everything good. But I had to, like, now all of you can, some people like terrible news. Now you have all of that.
Yeah.
Okay? Now you have all that.
There is no sunshine without rain, my friend.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, Jacob. Speaking of no sunshine, I sent you 7 days ago, probably
Yeah.
by now, technically. 7 days ago, I sent you a picture that needed a lot of explaining, and I said
Yeah,
not till
what
Sunday.
was that about?
The image, if Jacob still has it, maybe he'll pop it on the screen right now. This is
I
the
can.
clip.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Yeah, there's a picture. It's funny.
Please write
It's
that
like
down,
from
I'm
my
gonna forget.
nose up, and it's behind me, and there's
Which-
a bunch of people standing in a parking lot,
Yes.
a rainy parking lot at night. That's what it is.
Yes.
At
If you
like
guys don't, my
11
favorite-
o'clock.
Midnight. A lot of people
Yeah.
outside of a mall,
Yep.
and it's just your face from like schnoz up, which
Hilarious.
obviously you could see from my Instagram. That's like my favorite angle. I love taking a picture, like a stepdad who just made an Instagram account and he wants to take a picture of something, but he just refuses to not let himself be in the picture.
Yeah, but he has to see it. If it's
Yeah,
too
or you
far
can
away, he can't see his phone.
Yeah, or you can tell that he didn't try to take a selfie and he like manually turned the phone around and just guessed.
Oh, yeah. He's just off like three
Yeah.
quarters of the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love that energy a lot. a lot. Okay, Chase,
yeah.
why did it look like you were in a really long line for like a midnight release of Halo Reach?
Oh, very interesting. That's an interesting gathering. So last Monday, me and my beautiful wife happened to have a mother-in-law babysitting workout just randomly. She had a doctor's appointment early in the morning, close to our house the next day. So she's like, "Can I stay?" And we're like, "Yeah." And I
Yeah.
said, "Can we go to the movies?" And she said, "Yup." So
That's fantastic. You guys deserve a date.
me and my beautiful wife, boom, we're going to see the Odyssey.
Oh, no way.
Let's effing go. Okay.
No way.
Get to the theater, buy our tickets online, get our snacks. We eat in the food court beforehand. We're having a good date. Get in there, get scared by two of the previews, or one of the previews was terrifying. If you heard the memes
Hell yeah.
about that, it's
Nope.
called Other Mother, or no, Other Mommy. It should have been called Other Mother in my head. That's the title for it. It's a horror
I
movie
mean,
coming out.
yeah.
It's terrifying. It is so scary. The trailer was like 45 seconds, or sorry, a minute and 45 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
hate that.
then the Odyssey comes on screen. We're watching this.
Okay.
We are both, and you know what it's like to go see something you're both excited for. Your wife comes, and you know she also is sucked into this movie.
Right.
We are
Right.
really, really enjoying it. First act, little slow, tiniest little bit.
Okay.
The middle, wow. I mean, just wow. I can't believe
Okay.
it.
Okay.
The third act starts. Okay, we are at this point 2 hours and 30 minutes into or maybe 2 hours, something like that, into a 3-ish hour movie, like into the actual runtime of the movie. So we are
Mm-hmm.
about 2/3, maybe a little more done. Okay, we watch a scene that tops the entire movie. Okay, this scene
That's
is obviously
pretty
there's
big.
context throughout the movie that makes the scene way more. And for you guys who've seen the Odyssey, you know exactly what scene I'm talking about. It's not a spoiler. I'll say the end with the suitors. Okay, that's what I'll say. That's not a spoiler for Jacob.
Yeah.
Don't
I
know what
know
I'm
that
talking
means.
about.
Yeah.
Holy shit, holy shit. So we are like this. I'm sitting up. My wife is sitting up also.
Wow.
At least a little bit. She's like this. She's
perched.
parallel. She's not leaning.
Yeah.
She's parallel. And whole theater ended up being full. You
Oh,
couldn't hear a pin drop. Okay?
Okay.
Lights come on, screen goes off, fire alarm. Right in the middle of the third act of a 3-hour movie that we loved. We were loving. And we have to go out the fire exit. We couldn't even stay and watch if we wanted to. Like, everything's off. Fire alarm's on.
Of course.
Get out.
Default.
So we got out on the far side of the mall.
I don't mean
That's
to
no
laugh,
longer
I'm sorry.
part of the mall anymore. Walked all the way
Yeah.
around the parking lot. Got to the parking lot. Everybody is standing there from all the other theaters. That was the pictures. Some people left, as soon as they came out. They're just like, they're watching Minions or whatever. They're like, we're out of here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But some people were watching the Odyssey. So a bunch of people were standing outside. Movie theater employee says, not too sure, but if you stick around, we should be able to resume the movies where they left off. And we're thinking, we got a babysitter. It's already 11 or whatever.
You're committed.
Let's just stay. Whatever.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes go by, maybe 10. We get to go back in the theater, but they're not letting anyone into the actual theaters yet. Like, we're in the lobby.
Why would that matter?
I'll tell you in a sec. So we're in the lobby. Everybody's going pee, and I'm like, I'm going pee.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my wife goes pee in the bathroom. There were 2 giant guys in there. For those of you who've seen the movie, there's a couple scenes with really giant dudes, and I said, "Were you guys actors in the Odyssey?" And I laughed. One other guy laughed. The 2 tall guys did not laugh. I still think it's a win. It was in the
That was a
bathroom.
good gamble, though. I like that.
Very funny. Yeah, I like that out of me.
Yeah.
So then I came out, and my wife was like, "Hey, some of the girls in the bathroom were talking about the Odyssey, and they were watching it too. And one girl had already seen it. She said, I'm watching it for a second time. It's so good." And one of the other girls said, "Well, we have about 30 minutes left. Is it worth staying?" And she said, "Oh yeah." Not like, "Oh yeah." So she told me that, and I was like, good, we're waiting. Meantime, we're just standing there in that lobby. There is a line that's so long going toward the actual like snack counter that it's up and it's turned left. It's made 3 sides of a box, okay? Fully maxed out.
God.
And the manager is just getting flustered out of her mind. But we're just standing there waiting. Fire truck shows up, okay? 3 dudes in full-on fire gear show up. I kind of giggled. It was funny. There obviously wasn't a fire, I don't think, at this point. And they're just fully maxed out. It's just
for
funny.
So much effort.
It's 11:30. That's hilarious. I don't know.
Of course.
So
you weren't laughing at them. You were just laughing at the situation.
Yes, exactly. So they were like, we got to figure out where it came from to make sure everything's okay. So they have to clear every theater, and blah, 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 blah. And I overhear one of the employees saying, "We're pretty sure somebody used a fire exit only." So it turned off the alarm. And I was like, I looked at my wife and I said, this is so funny that I said this, but I did. I hope that guy gets a ticket. That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's such a what? There's so many. I went way more violent in my head, by the way. In
That's
case
a
you were
dad.
wondering.
That is a dad saying if I've ever said
Yes,
one, and I had no idea.
100%.
I hope he gets a ticket.
That I hope that bozo learns his lesson.
Yeah, I think I said an expensive ticket, but I said I hope he gets a ticket. It doesn't matter, but that's what I said. Hilarious.
That young whippersnapper learns a thing or two.
Yep. So then, within 2 seconds of that, the manager that's in line with everybody goes, "Hey!" Just starts "Hey!" Like it's everyone's attention. If you bought a ticket online, you're getting a refund in your email. If you bought it here, get in line or get out. And then we left without seeing the end of the Odyssey.
No.
And I am not even sure that I got the refund because I just thought about it.
Dude, I thought you just meant in general for the experience, then you could go back.
We never got to see it. We never got to finish it.
What the hell, dude?
So then our ride back home was, because, we need to schedule babysitters. We need to have nothing else to do. And we need to see Spider-Man. So we were leaving and we were like, what do we do now? Are we going to wait 8 months to watch the Odyssey on streaming? We've seen 7/8 of the movie or whatever. Dude, what am I going to do? So that is my terrible story. That started my week. My week's been fine. That was horrible. That's way worse than my knee.
Yeah, that's way worse than my house flooding. Are you kidding me?
Dude, Jacob, and
you got blue-balled by apparently a year-defining movie.
It's worth the hype. I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff.
No, I've been intentionally avoiding it because I know when we did a review that I wasn't the most excited for it. I'm avoiding it so that I don't get spoiled for when I get to experience it.
As of right now, both reviews, like the critics and the audience, are above 93. I think the critics 94 and the audience 97. And it's made $650 million on a $250 million budget. As of today, it's crushing. I mean, to me, I think that's crushing. I don't know. Whatever.
I will say, because I won't ask you for a review, and I won't ask you for questions that relate to obviously seeing the ending. I won't do that to you. I will ask that one of the rebuttals that I've heard against it is that it feels like it's a star fest, and that it would have been just as good of a movie if you let some other actors like earn their stardom through it.
Maybe. I wouldn't.
Didn't feel like a star fest to you?
Well, see, the thing is, I would never argue that in the value of a movie. Like, that could be true or not, and that wouldn't change my mind if the movie's a good movie or not.
Okay.
And I will say, the character Agamemnon, who is the one who has this sick-ass, like, giant black helmet, and he has the fur, and it has, like, the bones, the gold bones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it on the images. The actor that plays him, I mean, he is a celebrity. He's not like his name's Benny something, Benny Safran, something like that.
Okay.
And when you see the character and then you see him, you go, I can't believe he's playing that character. I can't believe he used him for that. So, like, to me, stuff like that, and like using Elliot Page and like using, man, I forget her name. But whoever played Helen of Troy, I forget her name.
I don't know. Was it
like all those actors that people just wouldn't use? They like most people wouldn't have used those actors in those places at all. So I think that alone kind of negates that for me. And Matt Damon, stunning performance in this.
Smoke show.
One of his stunt doubles is a 4'2" chick with the craziest biceps I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you saw that picture.
I saw of her. No, I did not.
Yeah. She's 4'2", and there's a scene with like really big soldiers in the movie, and Chris Nolan has a no CGI rule, so he used her and 7-foot plus dudes. So the difference between the size is like real. They're like double her size almost.
Right, and that's brilliant.
It's awesome that it's real, and their armor kind of looks weird, like it's not perfectly proportioned.
Yes.
To me, that made them scarier. Also, this is not a spoiler. It's in a lot of the movie posters. Is that image of her? I thought it was amazing. I thought it was really, really good. Of course, I don't know how it ends.
Right.
Very, very good.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway has a so far has a completely pull away from the pack performance. Like she is stellar, a stellar actor.
I
Like
love Anne Hathaway so
I couldn't
much.
believe it. And then one of the characters in that movie that has a lot of screen time is the voice actor who played Sid from Ice Age, and that's just absolutely bonkers to me.
John Leguizamo.
I think that's his name. I didn't recognize him in the movie. I only recognized him in the press tours.
Yeah, dude. I've been a big fan since he was in.
He's great.
He's in a movie called The Pest. I think it's 98 or 89, or something like some combination of that, where it's just like the most slapstick humor. He's like it's hilarious. You should watch it.
And then I also found out for the movie The Odyssey, after I've been trying to avoid end spoilers, which is actually kind of easy, but I wanted to learn more about the movie that I wouldn't do. That's the thing I don't do before I watch it. I like to learn after I see them.
Yeah, 100. You want to experience it with no preconceived notions.
Yeah. So obviously, this is the first movie to ever be entirely recorded on 70mm IMAX. They invented what's called the blimp to go around the IMAX camera, so that way it's quiet enough to record dialogue. Crazy. But the camera was so big with the blimp on it that to record the dialogue, the actors had to look at each other through mirrors, angled like this. So this mirror went to this mirror, who looked at the other actor. Because when they were getting the face-on-face shot, the camera was in the way. It's too big.
But the camera was looking at the person, and they were just looking at a mirror.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So knowing that doubles my how well.
That's crazy.
Doubles my feeling of how good the actors did for the one-on-one stuff. I also learned that who's the composer? I forget his name. It's Ludwig or whatever. I forget his name.
Ludwig.
You'd know him. He's the other Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
No disrespect. I just can't remember his name. He's amazing.
No, he's just the other big name. We should do big name. Because of this disrespect, we'll have an episode dedicated.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good idea. But he reinvented 2 separate instruments that didn't exist before the movie went, but how they were recounted in time similar to when the Odyssey was written by Homer or whatever.
Okay, hold on. Stop talking. What?
And
he produced instruments?
Yeah, he had them remade to the closest sound description and regular description of what they were supposed to be, and used them for there's no modern instruments in the entire soundtrack. It is all similar time period, accessible instruments. So woodwind stuff, string stuff, pretty much only a little bit of drums.
That's
it.
Dude. I really want to be paying attention to what you're saying, but outside my door, it sounds like someone's breaking into my neighbor's house, dude. God.
They might be, but
they're inventing their own
something
instruments.
Really cool.
That sounds so dope.
Mm-hmm. And
be like, hey, I want this soundtrack to literally not be able to be reproduced.
Exactly. So that's cool. And I did latch on to one song in the soundtrack, like I do.
Right.
So for your knowing knowledge, there is one of those in this movie.
Okay.
And it's something they do every single time they repeat an action. They play this same part of this song, and after watching it, and then after hearing the homage that it's to, which I can't wait for you to see the movie so I can tell you all about it, it's unbelievable.
Okay.
Lastly, I was diving into the whole Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people saying Homer probably wasn't, the fact that it was written by Homer probably was more accurately that a lot of bards of the time, singing poet bards, were practicing the art of Homer. They were Homerists, something like that.
Yes.
And they eventually compiled the story, and that's how it was written, because they are poems, I guess, originally.
Yeah.
And I was doing a long Google search about this, and then I did a long AI talk about this, And then I decided I'm going to ask this one of my world famous AI questions. I just read.
Am I about to be like Matrixed right now? Am I about to freak out?
No, you're gonna laugh. I was like, I just read, I don't know, probably for an hour, different things or AI responses about Homer writing or not writing, what people think, whatever. I was like, this whole thing is predicated usually in the fact that humans now think that we're a lot smarter and know more than humans then, almost always. I was like, what are the odds if you had to give me a number that we current humans are overcomplicating the written by Homer thing and it actually was written by a dude named Homer? Because why would we have any records that he existed except something that he wrote? Like why would we? Because they say that the styles are slightly different or whatever, but they are also different stories. And it said AI's answer to what are the odds we're just overcomplicating it and Homer actually wrote it, a guy named Homer, 75 to 80%.
It gave you a ballpark?
Yeah. I said I want to know a calculation, that your best calculation in a number percentage answer.
Did it explain the math?
It did. It explained it, but that's all I remember because that was
I'm sure
6 days ago. But I was
well,
like,
that's
this
hilarious.
is amazing. I thought you'd love that. I was like, come on now. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, maybe it was. Maybe they're right. Maybe Homer was like a art form after a real guy named Homer. But why?
See, I'm so ill-informed on this stuff that I definitely didn't think Homer was a person, for sure.
Well, and another thing is, like, if it was a bunch of dudes, how would they have put this story canonically, a start to finish? How would this not just be a bunch of different little poems about what could happen during a voyage? It is a story. It ends up being, somewhat of a linear story.
Collective.
How would that happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
About 1,000,000 times harder than just some guy writing the damn story.
That is trippy, dude.
Yeah, so that's interesting. You guys, let me know what you think about that. I'm pretty interested in it. I think we overcomplicate a lot of things because we think that we're just smarter than old people, but I wouldn't be. So I don't know why a bunch of other people would, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I actually heard a theory talking about like the difference in thinking in different ages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That there's nothing that can prove, like we obviously, it is undeniable to say that we have grown as a civilization, whether that be
of course
physical performance, like feats in sports and in Olympics, in those kind of competitions, in art, in music.
Sure.
But the argument is not that humans have changed, but that just our resources have become more evolved and robust.
Sure.
So like
we learn different things.
Well, the thing is too is like what was the example I saw? Track. When you ran track, when it first was invented, it was a cornfield that was a walkway was shoveled out of, and you're running on dirt.
Yeah.
Right. So of course your numbers aren't going to be as they are now, and we have that special kind of bouncy-esque turf,
rubbery thing.
Yeah, with the cleats and the just what you need and those starting shoe things,
the blocks, and then you get kids that are born and their parents go, "How about you run track forever?" Like then you're able to do that.
So then, of course, the numbers we have now are not even going to be. So I'm saying, like, if those like, I was thinking about this in terms of music too. Like, there's instruments now and synthesizers and art, like the forms of painting and the different. Like, if we could bring those to the Picasso era, who's to say that they wouldn't be able to produce what we could produce because they now have the same playing field of equipment?
Yeah, and I also think sometimes people say stuff like that, like you just said, and then they'll be like, but that's only what we can look back on through recorded history. Other than that, everyone's just guessing. Like what you and I say all the time. Like other than that, if let's just use where I'm living right now as an example.
Yeah, drop your address for people.
If just my neighborhood got just completely nuked or whatever.
Yes.
Maybe a meteor. Let's just say a meteor struck only my neighborhood.
Yes, I rolled in that one and I couldn't save anybody in there.
Yeah. First of all, we're all dead instantly. Yeah, Second of all, goodbye. Anything that survived, if this is closed off area, no one can go here forever, for X amount of time. Mm-hmm. I give it 200 years, 90% of everything's dust. 1,000 years, it's all grass, dust, gone. You don't even know what happened here. So, like, depending on how long humans actually lived, they could have made it to computers for all I know, and then just all turned to dust before we came back. You know, the arguments are like nobody can prove anything. So, I mean, it doesn't
that's
really
what
matter.
it does boil down to. Like, it could have been anything.
Yeah, they can say stuff, and you can go maybe, but we don't know.
And also, and even if enough people believed the wrong thing, we would be led to believe that that's the right thing now.
Yeah, when people say like, "No, we know," that bugs me so bad. I'm just telling you.
I don't.
I mean, that's why we make fun of archaeologists on here. Nobody can prove their work.
Stock.
Not a single person can check their work.
No.
If I dig up something really awesome in my backyard and I legitimately did it, literally nobody can check it. They can say like we carbon dated it, it's this old, and then you go,
yeah,
maybe you're right.
And also, if you did that, you've accomplished more than 50% of most archaeologists.
True. That is 100% true. I own this land. I'm going to dig it. I'm going to call 411 first. Yeah.
I can't wait to get hunted by whatever the FBI version of archaeologists are.
Dude, they're a big deal, apparently. Apparently they're a big deal. Not to us.
I don't know.
They won't come to us.
I don't see your authority.
We have nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Jacob. Stand up to those guys.
Yeah. Chase,
the Homer? Yeah, so the Homer thing was cool. It's worth looking into.
I
try
love
not to get
that
any spoilers.
The seed that it needed for you to look into all of that stuff. Because if there is a story to get invested in, that is such a established, meaningful part of our history.
Yeah, and I always go, because especially old stories, when they say this is just a fairy tale, maybe they're right, but what if it's not? Because that's the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is, what if it was real? What if these guys were smart and they were writing what they thought was necessary to write for their life?
Right.
Maybe they were. I don't know.
And what if the things they're saying were so out there that everyone else around them were like, this is poppycock, this is stupid.
Yeah.
But in reality, they were just they're above their time. They were ahead of their time, and it couldn't be recognized, so it just got thrown away, and we'll never know those people had those ideas.
Yeah, like I was thinking even there's what's his name? Polythymus, I think that's his name. Obviously,
Word?
It's hard
Pauly
to remember.
Shore?
Is Poseidon's son. He's a Cyclops, similar to in the Percy Jackson movies. That's why I said it, because it's not a spoiler to you, because you already knew that. So when they write about a Cyclops, I sometimes I think about, what if it was just like they say one eye because some guy couldn't see very well. I don't know.
Yep.
Like little things like that. Like sometimes you're just like, maybe
it's just
I don't know.
Shorthand that got interpreted as like direct information.
There's just so many different possibilities that maybe we're looking at an exact fact that they used to use in textbooks, and maybe it's fairy tale. I don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Literally nobody knows. Stop acting like you know, and just have a good time.
That's the thing too.
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to know. So why do you got to act like you're not also just trying to know? It's okay.
I mean, for all I know, 2 years before I was born, Superman was real, and nobody. I mean, I don't know. Nobody can convince me otherwise.
He was really good at hiding it.
Yeah, whatever. Did you know there was more? I mean, this trips me out a lot. There is technically, like, significantly more historical documents that can validate to our best ability that Jesus was a real person, and it's like thousands of times more than the amount of historical texts that validate that George Washington was a real person. Stuff like that makes me like put my head in a blender. I just have no idea what's going on.
But isn't that not fair? Because wouldn't Jesus would have hypothetically been around a lot sooner? So there was more odds of more documentation. But I guess a lifespan wise,
I have no idea.
A fair chance.
Obviously, I didn't write down the numbers on purpose. I know somebody's going to have a problem with that, but like, I'm pretty sure that's a thing that they say all the time, and I'm pretty sure it's true.
That's hilarious.
Whatever. Well, because I mean, if somebody's super important, you're going to be like, write this guy down, and obviously, only newfound Americans were like, write this guy down for George Washington.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all we got.
I love that. Chase, I have 5 minutes left. I'm going to rapid fire things at you.
Okay? Hit me.
Okay. New Green Lantern official trailer, yay or nay?
I'm glad you said this. Yay. Very yay.
Yes, so yay. Any quick notes you want to let the people know about?
Yeah, I completely saw some guy in TikTok comments about this. I was pretty excited about it. We can move on and move back to it.
Let's do it now. Who cares?
Okay, yeah. So some guy was basically like, "Oh, now the people who like Superman 2025 like a rated R superhero," and I said they're different characters. Nimwit, completely roasted. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jacob was taking a drink. Um.
Oh shit!
Oh, for the record,
You
while
can't hit
you're
him with a
doing that-
nimwit, you asshole.
Yes, I can.
Oh God.
For the other record, I also had a very civil and fun discussion on my TikTok with another guy about the Superman movie, of course.
Which I love. I love when they disagree and you can just talk about it.
Yeah, we just talked. I did end up completely sauce roasted him. I'll keep it quick. I said, you know the video of the guy playing darts and he walks out like this? He's a professional dart player and it's playing bulletproof or titanium. Yes. It's the best. So I put that in a little corner over the Superman 2025 poster and I said, the feeling when you still know this is the best Superman movie ever made.
Right.
Comments are bumping. I'm loving it.
Rage bait, for sure.
Of course. There's a guy that said, I can't, in shorter words, he said, basically, I can't feel that way because the Superman movie wasn't resolved by Superman. It was resolved by the other team and Mr. Terrific.
Okay.
And I said, well, you could make an argument that Superman, even like for Lois to recruit Mr. Terrific and then Superman to get Mr. Terrific into the LexCorp by himself and then take care of Ultraman and the engineer. Without him, they wouldn't have been able to save it, blah, blah, blah. Superman put Guy Gardner at the border and saved all those people. I was like, without Superman, none of that would have happened either. So,
yes.
And then
valid.
He responded pretty fairly, and he gave examples. He said, I guess I know what you mean, but he said when you look at a movie like Aquaman, like this happened, and then Aquaman saved it, and then he's like, when you look at The Dark Knight, without Lucius and Alfred and whoever else, this they wouldn't have ever resolved. And then I said, but using your example, which is the better movie? And then I went like this. He never answered, unfortunately, because I had him on the ropes. Unfortunately, I had him on the ropes.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of TikTok engagement, a lot of people super didn't like that we weren't the biggest fans of Dune. Hilarious.
Obviously, and they had no idea we were just talking about the soundtrack, but
no,
very funny.
Yeah, they thought we were just spitting legitimate hate on Dune, and
I can't believe nobody commented on my impression. I cannot believe nobody.
I know nobody. I think they were too angry. They were.
They definitely.
If they had any lightheartedness about it, they would have been able to been like, oh,
yeah. I agree.
So that was really funny. I loved that. I think, guys, literally, I think it has 4 likes and 18 comments right now on TikTok. Something like, stupid like that.
They're like, I'm not liking this, but I'm definitely saying something.
Yeah, which is so funny.
That's what I do.
It's so good. I love every single one. I'd be like, they're so mad over nothing, dude. It's so good. Okay, next. New Avatar: The Last Airbender trailer for the next show coming out. Did you watch it?
Oh, wasn't that for the movie?
Not the movie. I thought it was a show, The Twins.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch it because I thought you were talking about because the movie just dropped on Paramount Plus.
Okay, no.
And I was avoiding that on purpose.
Okay. New show, changing the animation style.
Ooh.
They're doing Twins. They threw some Korra shade. We will talk about it next episode.
Do you like the... Okay, we'll talk about it next episode. Go ahead.
You're
going to say it, aren't you?
I'm fine with the animation style. A lot of people were on the fence about the Korra hate because they thought that it was just extra fuel to the fire that people that already despise Korra.
And
it was like, of course she failed. Of course.
Gotcha.
Yes. And then a lot of other people are like, well, even Aang, from everyone's point of view, abandoned them, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So,
interesting.
Okay. Last but not least, the San Diego Comic-Con Marvel announcements.
I knew you were going to say this. There's 2 announcements in particular that just clean me up. I think you can guess them.
They make number 1.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Ryan Gosling, Ghost Rider. Guys, this has been rumored for years. And they had a tiny little teaser to go with it.
Yes.
I think obviously in the past couple of years, Gosling, his acting chops he stepped it up for sure.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a Robert Pattinson scenario. Everybody was like, Pattinson Batman? And then it came out, and they're like, "This might be the best Batman movie." Like they're like, "This is crazy."
If they let it be dark,
oh yeah,
it's
got to stay dark. Yes, I agree. It looks dark. The tone looks dark. They got to keep the tone. 100% agree.
It fully depends on that.
Yeah, Jacob, for one, I think we're completely aligned on that. It has to stay dark, gritty, kind of scary, like Ghost Rider should be.
Yes, there's a few times where we align perfectly on an opinion.
Yeah,
and I wish that could mean it was the right one, but Next up, I have this is not my guess for what I think you're freaking out about. Agent Carter is returning.
Interesting. Here's why it's interesting. Here's why it's interesting to me. It is confirmed.
Yes.
So right after Endgame, like when What If came out, and with I don't know, a bunch of the little smaller projects, felt like they shoehorned Agent Carter in there, or Peggy Carter. Like, Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, they had her in as Peggy Carter, like Captain America or whatever.
Captain Britain.
It just seems like she was in it a lot more, kind of strangely. Maybe it's because she was just open to playing the character.
Yeah.
I love Haley Atwell. I mean, whatever. Yeah. Like, she was great in Mission Impossible. She can be, I don't care if she's in those movies, whatever. But it just felt like they were kind of forcing the character.
Okay.
So for that reason in particular, to me, it's strange that she's back.
Yes. Do you think it's going to be related to Chris Evans being back?
I do. And doubling down is what I was going to say. Now I'm even more questioning my double fake out theory with Captain America. Because if she's there, there's so many options.
So I'm thinking that too, because they also clarified, I think that Anthony Mackie said that Steve Rogers is coming back, but not as Captain America.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Which I was concerned about because I was talking to Emma about this in the car ride whenever we're in cars, life happens. And I was like, they just went through so much work and fought through so much bullshit.
To make Anthony Mackie Captain America.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. All the people hating on it for no reason. And of course I'm salty because I have a crush on Chris Evans. It's not because I think any less of Anthony Mackie or the franchise or any of that.
100%.
Like, I think he's a great, would I have preferred to have Bucky have the shield? Yeah, I would have loved that. I don't think it's
big
bad.
Bucky guy, but it's not because Anthony Mackie.
I don't think
Anthony
it's
Mackie's
bad.
back. Yeah, it's not because he's bad. I just had a stroke.
It's okay. I'm just saying now, with the choice they made, I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
I just had a different preference, and that's okay, because obviously I'm proven wrong because Anthony Mackie does fantastic.
Yep, but now they may be reversing all the work.
So I was worried that they'd be like, oh, they're just going to give him his shield back, and he's going to be Falcon again, because then that would have literally a movie and an entire TV show would have meant nothing.
Yeah, that'd be strange. And don't get me wrong, they're cutting out a lot of the multiverse stuff.
I know.
So that might be possible, and that would be a big bad.
No, I refuse. They're not going to do that. They spent too much time. Anthony Mackie deserves better. Chris Evans deserves better for it, because then it would have felt like all of his sacrifice would have meant nothing if he came back.
Yeah.
Obviously, I should be using their character names. Trust me, I can separate them from reality. I just can think of their actor names faster than I can think of their character names. Okay.
Yeah.
Secondly, if Miss Peggy, oh my fucking God. If Agent Carter, Peggy Carter, can come back with Rogers, then they are team. They have cool duo team up, and that's how they help. I like that. Or just don't let Chris Evans be evil, bro. I really don't want that to happen. And there's no way that they'd let Milner would not come to an evil Rogers.
Dude.
There's no way.
Well, actually,
what do you mean, well?
In one of the comics where he is Captain Hydra, he just has to be worthy. It doesn't say he has to be good to wield Mjolnir, and he does. Okay, that does happen. And
but is worthy not synonymous with good? Worthy of the power?
In my opinion, probably. But also, what if it's just, are you strong enough for your cause?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Because you could definitely argue that, like, Odin was probably worthy to wield Mjolnir, but was he good? Not always. It's Thor's dad. I don't know. See what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Also, I want to let everybody know, for a segment for probably next episode, I am working on a segment called If I Wrote Doomsday, and it's going to be based off of what we know about Doomsday, what story I would like to fit.
Oh,
That'll be cool. I'm going to look forward for that next time.
let's make that a thing we can both do and just make that the whole episode.
Deal.
Okay, bet.
Sounds good to me.
Guys, I love having a whole episode prepped. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
So, Jacob, do you know the other project that I was like, oh my God, finally?
Black Panther 3?
No, but that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, can I talk about that real quick?
Yes, talk about it real quick.
Okay, guys, I love Black Panther so much. Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P. Such a huge impact on the role, on the character, opening new eyes to it. The whole increasing the black community of art and being able to express and show that like the
Black
capabilities.
Panther 1's unbelievable.
Everything.
It's an
Unbelievable.
unbelievable movie. Yeah.
The second one is not my favorite, but there's a whole
But
other
it's cool.
a lot of
I
things
still
went
like
into it. A lot of it was still a decent movie. A lot of things went into making it very
I forget
overcoming.
her name. Queen Mother, whoever's the queen.
Yes.
What's her actress? I don't know her name.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
One of the best acting performances in that movie I've ever seen of a distraught mother.
Yes.
I think number one.
Yes.
Anyway,
It was a hard watch in the best possible way.
Yeah.
They have a new Black Panther, David Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a younger man, at least like younger presenting, so he can play younger people.
Yep, which is exactly what they want to fit the story. Perfect.
Right. So my question was going to be: the second one ended with the sister who was taking over the mantle. I guess was just like a temporary fit.
Yes, for waiting for the other Black Panther,
and was introduced to Prince T'Challa at the end of the movie.
Yes,
as a young boy.
Yes.
Now the time lapse, the sister now the actor is not going to look as old as she will need to be to make the time thing work.
Shuri,
yeah, yes.
Shuri.
To
she just
fit.
looks young. Yeah.
So I'm saying if they have a young Black Panther, how are they going to make the sister still part of the team and fit in a timeline where they don't just overage her?
Well, I have a guess for what they're doing there. Actually, it's for
unless I'm just like
week.
overthinking it.
You're probably overthinking it a little bit, but I have something that would change your mind.
All right, let that question float and marinate until next week.
Yep.
Because I legitimately don't have an answer for it, but I could also just have my timeline wrong. I could just have it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I have two more things, and then we can do the project you're excited about, or do you want to do the project first?
Nope. Go.
Okay, super quick. RDJ said in Robert Downey Jr. said in San Diego Comic-Con that some people are going to be turning to the dark side.
Yeah.
Okay. That can be part of our discussion for next week. Think about what characters you think would be willing to turn or maybe misled into turning.
Yeah.
Okay. Please be writing this down. I'm not going to remember. And my second thing is Deadpool showed up.
Yeah. How interesting is that?
So there's two theories. First theory is that it wasn't Ryan Reynolds and they had some kind of voice actor impersonator or recording. I don't know. It might have actually been confirmed by now that it was Ryan Reynolds.
I think
still
it was
pretty new. It was
but
like
I'm not
the
sure.
same day.
I think it was because he had a gene pool picture of him in like a denim. Yeah.
So the second thing is gray.
Yeah, X-Force.
June. Yep. Gray suit. Gene Pool. Jean Grey.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely.
I'm
definitely leaning that way.
Do you subscribe to such a thing?
Yeah, like a Dark Phoenix thing. Yeah.
My brother texted me that. Shout out Echo Menace on I think
shout
all
out
platforms. Echo. That he sent that to me and he goes the Jean. We talked about the Jean Grey nonsense and I was like, is this real or are you joshing me? And he said, I would never josh you.
Yeah.
We are only Larry people over here.
Yeah, we're only Larry people. This is Marvel. This is serious.
Yes. Okay. Lastly, just kidding. That's all of the things.
Yeah.
Go.
My project that they had been talking about for a while, I couldn't believe they haven't had anything for yet because they had the Nova Corps. They're making a Nova movie. Nova's on the docket for 2027 or early 2028. And when I tell you, I cannot be more excited because they have to do Annihilus, which is the villain's name.
Yep.
I believe he was also on the docket for like the 2 years from now plan thing.
Mm-hmm.
If they get to Annihilus, first of all, it'll be a crazy amazing feat that they get through Doomsday and Secret Wars and it goes over well. That'll be a feat. Changing the universe in a way to have the story still be told after those 2 movies will be honestly a cinematic miracle, I think.
It makes me very nervous that they're planning so far ahead on the expectation that this is
I
going to
hate
go
that
so
they
well.
do that. But they have to, or else.
But I understand.
Yeah, they have to as long as it goes well.
I understand.
Yeah.
But it gives me the bubble guts.
Gives me bubble guts. I'm with you. Especially because if this goes wrong and 2 other projects go wrong, maybe we'll never see a Nova movie. Right. And Nova, guys, for you guys who like kind of know, Nova is so sick. Nova is awesome. I read the first big cosmic Marvel story I read was Annihilation. Okay, Nova's a main. Annihilus is the main bad guy. Cosmic Marvel is unbelievable. Okay. Nova rules. Back off. Also,
he's using his serious voice, guys. Relax.
Also, the rumored casting is Joe Keery. Which is interesting.
I think I'd be fine. I think I'd be fine with that.
I think it'd be fine. But who knows?
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling ended up being real, so maybe this is real too. I also heard rumors that Denzel Washington was on a Marvel set recently.
How do I feel about that?
Oh, I'll tell you how I feel. If it's real, I feel awesome. I love Denzel.
Oh, I love Denzel too. I think Denzel would be better in like a wise role and not a main character role.
Yeah,
like
I don't
an homage to who he is, what he stands for.
I think he'd be realistically somebody's father in a different universe.
Oh, dude, you know what I want?
I'll say. What?
I want a 4th Blade movie in the style of Logan.
Anything in the style of Logan would be unreal. Actually, you know what? You know where I would want Denzel?
Where do you want Denzel? Oh, I didn't mean as that. I just meant separate. But
I know.
But tell me.
But like, I was just second guessing. I think I made this claim a while ago, and I just remembered it. Dude, I want these big A-list actors from now on. I want them to all be the bad guys. And I wasn't just saying that since Doctor Doom. I was saying that since Nicholas Hoult was supposed to be Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Because I was like, the better actor, and obviously at the time it was just because I didn't know David Cornsweet. Mm-hmm. The better actor being a villain, the better performance being a villain, as we saw in The Dark Knight, really can pay off. I think, of course, bad writing can never catch up to even if you have something like that. I.e., Thor: Love and Thunder with Christian Bale.
Yes,
they wasted Gore. We're not. Just the potential is way higher when you have an amazing villainous actor.
That's a different
conversation.
I
think Denzel should be a villain, and I would be very happy.
we have talked strenuously on the impact of a well-written villain in comparison to a hero if you had to pick, and how much more impactful that is. So, of course, obviously, I support that 1,000,000 bajillion %.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The other thing I have is that I have been farting this entire time, and I'm pretty sure something in me died. One of my organs are failing. I don't know. It's not a good time. And also, I finished Kaiju number 8.
Oh, both seasons? There's only 2 seasons, right?
There was technically 3 seasons. Season 2 is like a movie recap of season 1.
Oh,
Didn't know that. Super disappointed. Got excited.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. And season 3 ends on the biggest cliffhanger of all time. Or the most recent season. Lives on
my issue with that is the same issue I have with Demon Slayer, is that it wasn't enough of a build up to leave me alone.
Yeah,
to leave it. It just felt like, oh, it's over. Not like,
that's exactly
what's going to happen next.
No, it was like, oh,
like it wasn't even, there was no like, they were like, oh, they're in the middle of another fight. Oh, end of show, forever.
It made me think they had no choice to end it there for budget reasons.
See, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying because I don't know if it is that or if they're doing one of those things where they wanted to force another awkward ending for a movie release or some other a plan that they decided halfway through the season they were currently making, so they had to make some changes or something. It just felt underwhelming.
So I will add another thing that solidifies my thought for that is, it was kind of a breakout series when it came to anime. It wasn't so big before. At least not to my knowledge. And I learned recently that even like I don't want to say subpar, but a more basic animation for like a AAA show or whatever, however you want to call it,
Mhm.
is usually anywhere for like around $100 from 1 to 5 seconds of animation. So if we kind of just put that into perspective for a little bit, if that's even half true, it's ridiculous.
Okay, let's say it's 100.
Obviously, you should pay those people. Not what I'm saying. I'm just saying
No.
the budget can get out of hand quick.
Yeah. So you said $100 per second.
Yeah, from 1 to
let's
5
say-
seconds, it's $100.
1 to 5 seconds. We can say 5 seconds to give them the benefit of the doubt. How long would you say an average episode is? Like 25 minutes?
I was gonna say 20. Yeah, I was gonna say 28, 25, something like that.
Let's say, because the intro repeats and the outro repeats,
Yeah,
let's say 20. 20 minutes divided by, or times 60,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
That would give you 20 minutes times 60 is seconds. No, that's not right. Is that right? Anyways,
Yeah, 60 times
Times-
20.
so that would be 1,200 seconds. That doesn't feel right. That feels like not enough seconds.
I agree, but I'm not sure.
20 minutes
Yeah,
times 60, because that's 60 seconds per minute, is
Yeah.
1,200 seconds.
yeah, maybe that's right.
Okay, 1,200 seconds times 5. No,
No, times 100,
times 100.
and then you can. That'd be for 1 second, and then you could divide
That
it.
would be for 1 second. So for 1 second, let's make it less. Let's do 1,200 divided by 5.
Yeah,
And that times 100 is going to be $24,000 an episode.
yeah.
And that's best case scenario.
Best case scenario. And
You-
also what I saw that stat on was it looked like a fan made animation that somebody
Right.
paid a lot of money for.
Right.
And that's how much that cost. So
Damn. Another highlight is that the blonde girl with the ponytail or the pigtails says, I must get revenge for daddy. And I've been
Weird.
saying that a lot around the house.
I forgot about that app. Yeah, I forgot about that app.
It was just as uncomfortable the first time I heard it. I laughed out loud a lot, and now M hates it. So
Yeah, well, my
must
favorite
revenge
episode of
for
Bob's
Daddy.
Burgers is the second episode. It's either the first or the second episode, and it's one of my wife's comfort shows. It's when Bob's
yeah.
stuck in the wall. Don't know if you've ever seen that.
I love that show.
I love that show, and so I always say, "I'm really funny stuck in the wall," or something. I think he says something like that. I'm funny in the wall. I think that's what he says. I say that
I'm funny in the wall.
way too much.
Yeah, I must get revenge for daddy. It's just so over the top, bro. It's just so much. Okay, I my 5-minute tantrum turned into like a 20-minute tantrum. I took us over the hour mark. I apologize, guys. But
Okay.
thank you so much for sticking with us. Chase, do you have anything else for us before you take care?
I do not. Guys, thank you so much for watching, listening, and all that you do. Make sure to respond to not only the warm-up question in the beginning, the AA battery thing, but also
Yes.
our current takes. If anyone saw the Odyssey, if they know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
and some of the other stuff, feel free to tell us anything. You can find me at CW_customs on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I recommend starting at YouTube, Instagram, then going to TikTok. Jacob, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Muttman on most platforms. And you can find us here on the show at the Backup's Backup on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. Feel free to give us a like or a comment or a share on those other platforms. Spotify or Apple Music, it goes a long way for us. But of course, if you don't use those things, then no big deal. Don't even worry about it. We love you all the same. And
Yeah.
and then the episode ends.
And the episode ends. Pew! TV off. As we like to say, have a great rest of your day, weekend, and whatever else you have coming to you. Make sure to stay tuned for next week's episode. Comes out on Fridays. You can even look for the week before if you missed it. Guys, always remember, when you're here, we build our dreams. Jacob,
Be safe.
be safe out there. See you, everybody.